All right, guys, so there's a new game that is becoming the surprise FPS hit of 2022. It's called Shatterline, and I'm going to talk to you about it. I've been playing it for a few days, and I'm going to be interviewing the developers live on stream and then uploading it to YouTube later. So what you're seeing right now is gameplay footage from one of my actual games on stream yesterday. Basically what Shatterline is, it's got a surprising amount of content for a game that's launching in early access next week. I believe it's September 8th. This game came out of nowhere. It feels a lot like Call of Duty meets Overwatch. That's the best way to describe it. It is a hero shooter. There are, operators. You can use whatever weapons you want with whatever character. However, their operators have 2 abilities and an ultimate. So that's the basic setup. And then you've got, TDM modes, free-for-all modes, kind of like a hard point type mode, like a capture the point, hold the point type thing. Then you've got payload mode, like out of Overwatch, straight up from Overwatch. You can see some of the characters' abilities. You've got different classes. You've got support. You've got recon. I think trooper is the name of one of them, with all different styles. Recon give information, and they're more sniper-like classes. And then, there's actual healing characters and so on. But what you're going to see here is the map design feels and looks very much like Call of Duty. The gunplay feels very much like Call of Duty. Like holy moly. Like, it's literally... I still need to find out exactly who's on the development team at Frag Lab, but it feels in so many ways like Call of Duty. There's a gun modification system, like very old school Call of Duty, I would say. It's one of the problems that I have with modern Call of Duty, and a lot of people, the system for modifying weapons has become so complicated nowadays. It's way over the top. You can put like 30 attachments on your gun, and some of them have positive effects, some of them have negative effects, all this stuff. This is more straightforward. With each attachment, your gun gets a little bit better. So I like that. There's a ton to unlock already, ton to upgrade. There's progression, there's a battle pass. Everything is here. A lot of different maps, and everything is designed very solidly. For an indie team when making their first game together, all these maps, all the operators, the game feels insanely very well polished. I'm not seeing like hardly any bugs. There's a few here and there, but it's way more polished than most games are when they go early access. I can definitely tell you that. The gameplay, it's just straight up fun. It's that old school run around and high octane kills. Nothing. You can play it super competitively, I think, or you can kind of just, it's one of those games where you can just relax and play too. And we don't have many of those these days, so I definitely appreciate that. The matches are quick. I think they're like, what are they, 8 to 12 minutes long tops, and then you can move in and move out. And I've been just very impressed all around by this game. It's free to play. It launches on Steam early access again next week. A lot of people are asking, is this going to come to the console? We do not have a confirmation yet. I hope to get that confirmation when I interview one of the developers at Frag Lab. But what I can say is that there's an icon in the game which shows your platform. So right now, everybody's Steam. That's what everybody's platform is. But my question is, why would they put that there if they weren't looking into working on other platforms? I mean, they might be other PC platforms for all we know. It could be Epic Game Store, it could be so on, but they're self-publishing. So as of right now, it's not going to be on Uplay or something like that, right? So with that said, guys, Shatterline, again, I really think this game is worth your time. It's free, it's fun, it feels super tight and polished, and I think it can be played casually. It can be played potentially competitively as well. I'm not saying it's like esports ready day one or something like that. I'm not saying this game's literally going to take over the esports world, but do I see a lot of streamers jumping into this game and playing it and having fun? Yeah, I do, and I'm very interested in seeing what plans Frag Lab has for the game. Right there, you're seeing one of the ultimate abilities. That's right now, it's one of my biggest complaints about the game, multiplayer-wise. Which it also has a PvE mode that I'll talk about in a minute. is that the ults, most of them don't feel very worth it. They take a long time to charge, and you can easily just like waste it. Like you might literally only get your ult like once a game, like maybe twice. And then when you just like instantly die when you have it, or you pop it and you never get to use it because it burns out in like 8 seconds or something like that. They definitely feel underpowered even compared to some of the tactical abilities. Like some of the tactical abilities straight up feel more useful than the ults, just because the ults take so long to charge, and then some of them are a little bit underwhelming. The function is there, you know, like they sound interesting, but they're not always you're not always fully able to utilize it, which I think is a little bit of a problem. But that's going to be addressed in a patch. I'm sure they're going to get feedback, and they can adjust them accordingly, either make you earn them more or just make them stronger. Ults are obviously supposed to be high risk, high reward, but right now they're a little too high risk, a little too low reward, I think. Other than that, I'm telling you, this game is a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to jumping in on September 8th and playing this game. I'm already seeing some streamers say, you know, this is my new game. Like, this is my new main game. Like, this is like, to me, it feels like Black Ops 4. It feels like Black Ops 4 meets Overwatch with a little more modern, some new elements cooked in. And it's just straight up. It's one of those games where I feel like you could train yourself playing this game very well, because you're always in action. You know, it's a much different change of pace from Battle Royale. It feels like I said, like old school Call of Duty. The game does have a PvE mode. Is it called Extraction? I think it's called Extraction. You can level up all your guns and characters in Extraction, kind of like a Call of Duty Zombies style approach, but it's not a zombies-like game, really. Instead, it has a roguelike element to it. So your job is to drop in with 2 other players. That is a cooperative mode. And then get in and extract some blueprints, which those blueprints are used to create weapon mods. So there's an actual reason to run it, too. So you fight enemies. They're like these like crystalline. You'll see the crystalline thing throughout the whole game as a recurring theme. Crystalline, whatever you want to say. We have crystalline weapons for ults and stuff like that. But you fight those enemies. There's bosses that really reminded me. The PvE reminds me a bit of Destiny, like early-ish Destiny. So you see me no scope and I got with a sniper right there. Pretty sweet. But it has a roguelike element too. Like there's certain checkpoints where you earn new abilities or new weapons that are kind of like randomly generated, almost something like if you never played a roguelike, it's something like Risk of Rain. With those type of random elements, which will keep making your character more powerful, and then you have a decision: should you keep going and try to get more blueprints? You can get a max of 4 per run, or should you extract with what you have? And it is definitely fun. It's not. I wouldn't say it's like, I wouldn't say it's the main mode of the game. The PvP is definitely the main mode for me, but it's surprisingly well put together. It's surprisingly well done, I think. And I think that's really good. I think the roguelike element makes it really unique. So this game really has a ton to offer, like a roguelike cooperative mode, PvP modes, free-for-all, TDM, conquest, like I said, a hold the point type mode, a payload type mode. What is there right now? Is there 8 operators, 10 operators? We'll obviously add more over time we got a good variety in the launch. I think there's 2 of every class type. Lots of weapons to unlock, lots of attachments, skins. This game came out of nowhere, and it's more finished than some other games that have been in early access for like a year or 2 on Steam. So keep your eye out on Shatterline. I really think this could be a surprise hit game for 2022. And Splitgate was a game that for a lot of people was a breath of fresh. I can't even speak. Breath of fresh air. A lot of people left Warzone and played Splitgate because it was just different, and it was quick and easy to get into and fun. I think Shatterline is that next game that FPS gamers are going to be able to jump into and just have some freaking fun with it. I think you'll see a spike on Twitch and such. See a lot of big streamers jump into it. So that's it for this video, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, I recorded this live on Twitch. Come watch me on Twitch. If you're new to the channel, make sure you follow, subscribe, comment on the video, hit the thumbs up. That all helps us. Really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what you think about Shatterline, or just come chat with me about it on Twitch.